Coming to lie supine, we're going to take an IT band stretch. If you happen to have an article of clothing or a towel to assist you, that can be helpful given that these are posturally tight muscles. If not, you'll grab your pant leg and you'll make it work. We are going to start with our knees bent and our feet on the floor, tipping our pelvis towards our feet. We're doing this for our back safety. There should be a mouse hole between the low back and the floor. This is really important that you maintain the space between the low back and the floor for your back safety. And in maintaining that space, you also have to keep your low belly in. You can't push it out. Pull it in and actively lift up on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. We'll start with the right leg, taking it up, internally rotating it. So that means turning it in towards the center line of the body. If you have a hip replacement, you're not going to want to do this exercise. You're going to want to keep the leg centered and just stretch out your hamstring. Do not take it into internal rotation across the body. If you do not have a hip replacement, go right ahead, cross the line of the body, holding onto that leg, and then slide one hand under. Do you still have that mouse hole? If you've lost it, bend the knee a little bit, tip your pelvis towards the heel that's still down, create that mouse hole, brace the abs, lift up way below the belly button on the muscles that stop the stream of pee. And this is why I say an article of clothing or a towel can be really helpful here, because there are back issues that occur because of the tightness in the hips, in the IT band, in the lateral hamstrings. And because they're so tight, it's often hard to hold them up. So a little assistance, a yoga strap, or a towel, or even an article of clothing can go a long way. Recenter the body, lowering that leg down, taking your other leg up when you're ready, checking that you have the mouse hole, tipping the pelvis towards the heels, then taking the leg up. If you do not have a hip replacement, internal rotation, looks like pigeon-toed position, cross the line of the body, reaching for the opposing shoulder. Brace the abs here. Check in with that low back. Do you still have that neutral pelvis somewhere between arching and rounding? Or have you slipped into flexion? Are you now flattening your low back into the floor? Firm the belly, lift up way below the belly button on the muscles that stop your stream of pee. Stretching can be as hard as strength exercises if you're focusing on alignment. And that's what's really important to enhance sports performance, to prevent injuries. A couple more breaths here. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Recentering that leg, taking it down to the floor. From here, we're going to take internal rotation, bridging with internal rotation, so the knees will knock together. The knees will stay together and the toes turn in pigeon-toed. Heavy the bones of your big toes. We want to combat the supination, the rolling out of the feet, by strengthening the medial intrinsic muscles. Pull the core in, send the pelvis up, hold it up, squeeze the butt muscles if the back is paining, lift up way below the belly button. Imagine your pelvis being pulled in the direction of your knees, so lengthening the side body out. Tap your pelvis back down to the floor. Rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pick it back up, hold it up. With it up, I want you to stay lifted through your center. Heavy the palms on the floor, plug the shoulders down, lift the chin a hair. Heavy the bones of your big toes to combat that supination that's prevalent in your feet. Tap the pelvis back down. Rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees should be together. We're also getting into the inner thighs. Send the pelvis up, hold it up. Lift up way below the belly button on the muscles that stop the stream of pee. Is your chin falling to your chest? Can you lift it a hair, involving the underactive neck flexors? Widen the collarbone. Heavy the upper back into the floor. Slowly tap the pelvis down. Rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final set. Take it up. Hold it up. Pelvis is pulling towards the knees. Knees are staying together. Bones of the big toes are heavy. Low belly is pulled in towards the spine. Backs of arms and hands are heavy on the floor. Tap the pelvis back down, resting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll now hug our right knee into our chest, sliding our left leg out long, crossing the right leg across the body. But first, tip that pelvis towards the bottom of the mat. Create that mouse hole, and then cross the body for the twist. The bottom knee, the left knee, can bend slightly. Arms are in a T. Make sure the arms aren't above the shoulders. Keep them slightly below the shoulders to keep the front of the shoulders safe, since that could be a posturally tight area. Micro bend in the elbows is also fine. You want to turn your head away from the knee that's crossed the body. So turn it in opposition to the right. Make sure your abs are engaged and you're breathing. Breathe with me here. Inhale, think of something you're grateful for. Exhale, say that something to yourself. Inhale, I am grateful for. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, I am grateful for. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, I am grateful for. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, I am grateful for. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, I am grateful for. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Brace your abs, recenter the body. Put the feet down, tip the pelvis towards the bottom of the mat. Pull the low belly in, lifting up on the muscles that stop your stream of peace. Slide your right leg out long. Hug your left shin in. Cross it. You can even tip your pelvis back in the direction your head is now facing to the left, creating some lumbar extension, but also keeping the core in to support that. Make sure you're not pushing the belly out. Pull it in, lifting up way below the belly button on those muscles that stop your stream of pee. Beautiful. Hang in there. Breathe with me. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tip that pelvis back. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the belly in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, soften the sternum. Exhale, make sure the elbows are soft. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brace the abs. Bring yourself back through center. From here, if you have knee or back issues, I want you to keep your feet hip distance apart like so. If you have no knee or back issues, you can bring your legs together as if you had one giant leg. We're going to be doing bridging with the legs together to continue to work the inner thighs and the medial intrinsic muscles of the feet. So we're going to think about heavying the bones of our big toes as we press up into our bridge, holding at the top for 10 seconds. Pelvis is pulling towards the knees. The low belly is pulling in towards the spine. There's length through our side body. Brace the abs, tap your pelvis down, taking the torso down, the trunk down in one piece. Rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, if you have knee or back issues, you're going to want to keep your legs hip distance apart. Otherwise, they can be together. This is a more advanced variation. Take it up, 10 seconds on the clock. Low belly is firm. Think about the arches of your feet lifting. What that'll do is it'll get you grounded in the heel and the metatarsals, the toes. And then I want you to think especially about the bone of the big toe staying heavy. Tap your pelvis down. Rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, brace the abs, send the pelvis up, 10 seconds on the clock. Stay lifted through your center, long through your side body, soft through your sternum, chest, and breastbone, softening them inward, heavy through the upper back. Tap the pelvis down, rest for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, prepare. Send the hips up, pelvis pulling towards the knees, forward towards the bottom of the mat. Low belly firm, bones of the big toes heavy, palms heavy, shoulders plugged down, chin lifted, gaze soft, jaw relaxed. And slowly lower yourself down, resting for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to pull our mat over to the wall for legs up the wall. This will continue to open the back chain where we're posturally tight in our hamstrings. So as you bring the legs up the wall, make sure you bend the knees since this is a posturally tight area. And once the legs are up the wall, take one hand. I'm going to take my left so you can see it. And you're going to tip your pelvis towards the wall and slide that hand under. And that you need to maintain enough space for one hand at all times. So if that means bending the knees a little bit, that's what you have to do today. Your core is engaged. You can flex the toes here to intensify the stretch. You may feel it in the outer calves, your gastrocnemius. You may feel it in the hamstrings. Regardless, keep that neutral pelvis. No flexion, no flattening the low back into the floor. Breathe with me here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, think the word so, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, think the word hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, so. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, hum. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bending your knees. Slowly coming off the wall. Recentering your mat. Coming to a comfortable seated position. Great work.